Welcome to Lesson 11, Zipping It Up with Automation Tools. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how you can take advantage of actions. First of all, let me explain what an action is. Under Window, you have a panel called Actions, and in that panel, you have a bunch of default actions that you may or may not use. I'm going to use one just to explain and show you how they work. I have the file open that's called PS1101, and I'm clicking on Background, and then I'm going down and I'm selecting Gradient Map, and then I'm pressing the play button. And you'll see that it ran through a bunch of steps, and if I expand this by clicking on the arrow, you can see that it actually went through several steps in that very quick time period. Now, actions are built by the steps that you take. So let me show you how it works. I'm going to go ahead under File and revert this to Save, and I'm going to create an action. I have the Get the Beat layer selected. I'm clicking on New Set, and I'm creating a set called My Set, and then I'm clicking on the New Action button to put my action into that set. My action is called My Text Effect, and I'm going to assign it a color, which you'll see why later. I'll click on Record, and at this time I'll go down to the Add a Layer Style button and I'll select Stroke. I'll put a 10-point stroke in here, and I'll change the blending mode to darken, click on the little color swatch, and sample a color from out in my image. And then while I'm in here, I'll apply a drop shadow. So I'll click on the word Drop Shadow. I'll pull the shadow down a bit, and I'll increase the size to about a 35, just to soften it up a bit. And click OK. I'm almost done, but I want to resize this and save it for the web. So I select Image, Image Size. I type in 500 pixels for the width, click OK. You see all of this is being recorded. And then I select File, Save for Web. I've got my original in here and my optimized. I'm just going to look at my optimized only by clicking on that tab at the top. I don't need transparency for this particular image. I'm just simply selecting that I want a PNG 24, and that's it. Now I'm going to save this, and I have a folder created for you already in the Advanced 11 Lessons folder, and it's called Completed Files. So just save this file in there, and we'll just call it DJ, and then save it. We're done with this action. Let's stop it. So you click the little stop button, choose File, Open, and apply this action to the 1102 image. So I have this image open, and this time I'll select My Text Effect, click play. You'll see it's all done, but here's the issue. If we go back to that folder, so I'll go out to my desktop, open this up, and go into completed files, you'll see there's only one file in there called dj.png, and this one actually replaced the other one because I saved that name in the script. Now there's a couple ways you can resolve that. One is you can go back and you can edit your script. So in my action, I could click on this little button over here. This is the toggle dialog button, on or off. And now you'll notice that if I revert this file to save, and then I play this action, it stops here. It brings up the dialog. That way I can click on save and I can change the name. The other method in which you can deal with file naming is by selecting File, Automate, and using a droplet. Now by creating a droplet, I can go out and I can indicate that I want a droplet, and I'm going to call this My Text Effect Droplet, and I'm going to put this out on the desktop. I can also indicate that this is the action that I want to run. I can go down to the destination section and I can choose where I want to save all these files, and I'm just going to select that I want to put them in the completed files folder. I can designate how I want the file name to look. I can choose my own file name, so I could type in here DJ image, and also indicate that I want a serial number or any other method that you want to include in your auto naming function. Once I've set that up, I click OK. And what happens is that you actually get a droplet. And you'll see that right here, I have my text effect droplet. Now I'm going to open up the advanced PS11 lessons folder, and you'll see that I have batch files in here already. I can take these files and I can take the entire folder down on top of my text effect and release it. And what will happen is that automatically those files are added with my custom name and serial number, and they're already in PNG format, saving you a lot of time if you're producing lots of artwork. So in this lesson, you discovered how to take advantage of some of the automation tools in Photoshop Creative Cloud.